Hello, I'm Annette Young and welcome back to the France 24 newsroom. But we begin with breaking news that's just happened in the last 20 minutes, and that is the Olympics are to be delayed by a year. The organisers of the Tokyo 2020 Games, due to begin on 24th of July, have agreed to a 12-month postponement of the event. This because of the pandemic. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe telling reporters that the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, had agreed to the delay. Joining me now is France 24's James Vazina. An extraordinary decision, James. What does it mean?
Huge decision, as you're saying there. It's a massive decision that's going to have an impact on every athlete here who's going to be training for the Games, something that's never happened in peacetime before. So what we're seeing here is possibly moving back to a year maximum. So this could be happening around summer 2021. And hopefully this is something that we're going to want to see happening at that time of the year, because we're going to want to avoid clashing with any other tournaments that are going to be taking place throughout the year. If it was any other point of the time, it would mean it would have a knock-on effect on all tournaments going on. So if we can get something planned for summer 2021, that will really be the one good news that we'll be able to hear out of all of this. The problem is that the athletics and the swimming championships are set to be planned around there. So there's going to be a lot more logistics that are going to be needed sorting out, of course. And of course, behind all the sports as well, there's all the business for Japan. There's the broadcasting fees that, of course, have been already signed up for and everything. So it's obviously a massive decision to have something of such a huge size to be pushed back at this point. And it does also come after the IOC said that it was giving itself a 4-week span to decide on this. So somewhat of a very quick decision that's happened, probably under the pressure that we've seen coming up. Some countries saying that they weren't going to be sending any teams, and then a lot of concerns about athletes, about their training, athletes unsure whether they were going to be going to Tokyo or not, who'd have to be training even more intensively, and then increasing basically the risk of injury ahead or during the Games. And so what we've seen basically is just a follow-up of what's been happening in lots of other sports. La Liga saying that it's been indefinitely suspended for now. Who knows what's going to be happening with the Premiership? And what we've heard from Shinzo Abe saying that it would possibly still be called the Tokyo 2020 Games even next year. This would be a symbol basically of having defeated the pandemic by holding both the Paralympic and the Olympic Games at that point. But one crucial question that does still stand, that stands at this point of whether we should have been continuing with the Games all along, is with the pandemic going on right now in the world, should we be celebrating, holding the biggest sports celebration in the world whilst we can see what's going on basically in the other sides, other corners of the planet?
Thank you. Thanks for that, James Vazina. Now to Spain.